Today, I would like to talk about principal photography as a key element and how those factors can impact the success of a production. The first thing first is thinking about the production team, which the camera crew. They included but not limited to DP, first AC, second AC, group choreographer, lighting technician, and even the Steadicam operator, etc. The more people you have, the more efficient you are, and the better the quality will be. For example, on the cinematic level production I joined before, there was over 40 people just in the camera crew, and basically all job type were covered. But for the TVC commercial show I joined around 2 weeks ago, the camera crew were only 5 people. So the size of the project, the length of the project, and also the budget dedicated to the camera crew determine the right number of people to work on with. And this is very essential to keep budget under control and to increase the efficiency. Yep. And then we're talking about the filming location and set. So this is also one of the obvious costs that affect overall budget. Rental costs can be considered as the choice of location. So it can be very greatly from location to location. Inner city venues are usually more expensive. For example, searching for a small apartments in Kuta on the Peerspace website can cost as much as $250 an hour. However, a big house in suburb of Romsey just near $100 an hour. And then we talking about type of venue. If you want to shooting a TVC video and mostly focusing on the specific items, then you have to rent production studios. Peerspace website, the production studio costs as little as $85 an hour. But if you want to shoot a short film, it requires a big house, big space, and also swimming pool, then it will cost at least $350 an hour. Then I would like to talk about electricity fees. Most venue rentals will include electricity, lighting, supply. But however, if you are shooting outside, or like if you're shooting on a nature place, then you have to provide the power supply by your own, lighting, heating, cooling, etc. And all these costs will need to be taken into account. Then the last thing is location visits. If you have to choose a place, then you have to bring the DP and his team to go decide if this place is really good to shoot or not. And you have to pay DP and also his team. And also you have to involve the travel and lodging cost on this trip if the shooting place is a little bit far. Then we're talking about the camera equipment renting. It's also a very important part because wide range of items can have a different effects. For example, on the camera choice, different brands type of camera can provide a different effect. For example, the Ally XCF Mini LF and the Red Epic X camera, both of which are very different in use, in price, and also the effects. The Ally stays more even throughout and looks more warm, cream, and saturated. The Red adds a lot of contrast into shadows, so it has a nature, moody, and dark look. Then lens options such as Leica Cinequan C lens set and Sony G Master lens set. The price difference between those two are huge. The Leica one is professional cinematic lens. More film crew will use, especially for like Hollywood industry. And Sony G Master is not professional cinematic lens, but also enough for shoot TVC, short film, etc. The Sony G Master lens is the one I use for my short film. Also, all type of lighting equipment are also important. If you have a budget, the first choice definitely is Aperture and Night Light. Those are expensive, but basically 80% of photography needs can be satisfied. If the budget is very limited, you can choose the Amaron series that can also meet the basic needs. Secondly, there are many photographer softwares need to be prepared. For example, dolly, handheld stabilizers, sliders, etc. Those are softwares play a key role in showing the stabilities of the picture. Then we have to think about the contingency budgets such as spare equipment and also equipment insurance. If there's a equipment fail on the set, the backup equipment can be used immediately, and that won't delay later shooting and keep the process continued. And also the insurance is necessary. If any of the equipment or assets damaged, the high cost of repair will put the crew under pressure and may affect the entire budget overrun. Then lastly, we're talking about the treatment of the film crew. Insurance is very necessary as well. If any crew member injured on the set, the insurance could cover their medical fees. And then we have to get all crews reasonable pay, and we have to think about giving a very good working environment. The production process might take place in a variety of environment, ensure the crew member are provided with suitable facilities and conditions. Also, for the accommodation and food, provide safe, comfortable accommodation and good quality food is necessary. Then lastly is the working hours, ensure that the crew has adequate rest period and also reasonable working hours are followed to maintain productivity. Thank you very much.